16th. Taking a look outside the North Conway train station, of course, Conway Scenic Railroad. Plenty of snow there. Plenty of snow out in the woods, which is perfect for, segue time, a Better Life snowmobiling. And all the snowmobiling throughout the White Mountains. It's been a little sketchy, but now it's getting great. Tom Ketcham is here from a Better Life Snowmobile. How are you today, Tom?
Good, good. Glad to be here.
Oh, well, we're glad you're here, and we're glad that we have snow.
Finally,
It took a little while.
It did.
Now it just keeps snowing a little bit every day.
Every day, and the riding's getting better and better and better out there. It's just unbelievable. It's the best I've seen in 2 years.
And that's what you were saying earlier. You did how many miles yesterday?
Yesterday, I logged in 110 miles of tours. And
wow.
Everybody I took out were beginners, snowmobilers, had an absolute blast, and said they'll be back. So it's nice. I'd like to put a shout out to our groomer, Dave Ainsworth, who has done a phenomenal job out there keeping the trails flat, making our jobs easier as guides.
Oh, that's great. Now let's talk about a Better Life snowmobile. You're located where?
We are right in Bartlett. As you come into town, we're the first snowmobile company on the left.
Where the cabins are, the Better Life cabins.
Where the cabins are, the Better Life cabins. The office is right there.
Plenty of snowmobiles out front. You can't miss it. So
we either have snowmobiles out front, or we have our new addition to our fleet, which is a four-wheeler that we do recoveries now for folks also. Something new we started this year. If they have a breakdown, then we're going out with a sled. We put your sled on our sled and tow it out, so that you don't do any further damage to it in the process. But you can call the office, and they'll give you more details on that.
Oh, that's great. Now, of course, you've got the full package. So if somebody wants to go up there, obviously they need to rent, they don't have clothing, you've got it all.
We evaluate every guest that comes in to make sure that they have the proper boots, the proper gloves, the proper clothing. And if they don't, we do everything possible to get them into that proper clothing. I mean, nothing's worse than getting out there and getting cold, and that'll ruin your ride quicker than anything. So
I can imagine.
We don't let them go out unless they're safe.
And the snowmobile clothing, I mean, you're warm in that stuff.
We furnish the best snowmobile clothing available out there, and we, to this day, haven't had a complaint about anyone being cold in our gear.
Oh, that's great. And you mentioned about the tours, and you can go out either as a single, or you can put a couple people on the snowmobile.
We have singles, doubles, triples. We also have a ski boost, where if a family comes up, they have a couple of kids and don't want to rent two sleds, we have a ski boost, which we can hook onto the back of a sled. You put a couple kids in it, throw a blanket over them, away you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how far do you usually go on a tour?
A 2-hour tour, depending on how the folks ride, you can do anywhere 30, 40 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
And you're going to see some of the most beautiful country that you've seen.
And now where you're located, of course, it's just a quick little hop to get onto the trails, and then away you go.
Right. We throw you on one of our bus or our van and right up to the Bear Notch parking lot on a machine, and off you go.
Very cool. And how easy is it for someone who's never ridden a snowmobile before?
Our guides and staff are highly trained to ensure that, safety is our #1 goal. And we have you watch a safety video, and then we get you on the trail. We put you on a machine, go through everything as far as the safety features actually on the machine, and then we'll take you up onto Bear Notch Road, which is a nice wide road.
Right.
And we take our time to ensure that you're comfortable with the machine. And if necessary, we stay on Bear Notch until you're comfortable, and then we'll take a woods trail.
Nice.
But our staff is highly, highly trained to ensure safety of the guests. And we've had a lot of people that really didn't want to do it, but family members talked them into it.
Yeah.
And by the time they were done, they were ready to go out and buy a snowmobile.
Wow. Now, also, if somebody has their own snowmobile, they can kind of use you as a jumping off spot, can't they? And if they need any equipment or any other stuff?
We've had many people come up that are short one machine, and we do let them loose rentals where a group will come in and say they need one more sled for one of their friends, and they hook up with us, and we provide them a sled, and off they go and have a good time.
Very cool. And then, and as it has here, your rates, they're all inclusive. So
they are. There are no hidden fees whatsoever. What you see on the rack cards is what you pay.
Well, that's good. So it's not like, oh, well, you want skis on the front of the snowmobile? It's an extra charge. You guys don't do that. So. No. Well, that's great. And you've been in business a couple years now.
A couple years, yeah.
And just the reputation, I just keep hearing more and more great things about you guys. So.
We try our hardest to make sure that, in integrity, we're very proud of that, and we do our very best to make sure every guest has a good time.
Well, that's great. And you brought something with you today. We've got Schwitwing, a gift certificate for a single 2-hour guided tour. Very cool. Nice prize here. Somebody's going to want this.
Yeah.
Going to want this. So let's give it away. Let's see. We got a question here for you. Follows our same watch and win guidelines. If you won something in the last 30 days, give somebody else a chance. Let's take a look at the question and see who gets to go to a better life. Well, snowmobiling, that is. So watch and win 356-6619 is the number to call. And here's our question. This is very appropriate for what's going on. What is the coldest temperature ever recorded in New Hampshire? We'll give it to you within a couple degrees. What is the coldest temperature ever recorded in the state of New Hampshire? Good morning, White Mountains Today. Do you have an answer for us? Do we have a person? We don't. Good morning, White Mountains Today.
It'd be minus 25.
Minus 25. Nope. It actually is colder than minus 25. Good morning, White Mountains Today.
Minus 75.
Minus 75. Not quite that cold. We're kind of in the middle is what we're looking for. Good morning, White Mountains Today.
Is it minus 50?
Minus 50. Oh, you are so close, but not quite close enough in terms of our few degree thing. Good morning, White Mountains Today.
Is it negative 52?
Negative 52. It is not. Got to go the other way. All right. Oh, we're getting close, though, aren't we?
We are.
Good morning, White Mountains Today.
Is it minus 48?
Minus 48. We're going to give it to you. Negative 47 is the coldest temperature, so we would have taken within a couple degrees there. And that was, of course, on top of Mount Washington. And that was a long time ago. There was 2004. They almost broke it. They thought that was going to happen. Who's on the phone?
Joe Cavallaro from Interville.
Hey, Joe, how are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Have you been out snowmobiling yet this year?
I have not.
Have you ever been snowmobiling?
I have.
You have. Well, A Better Life Snowmobile, here's your chance. Hang on the phone. We'll get some more information from you. So, a nice prize, negative 47. That's wicked cold.
That's what we call stupid cold.
Yeah, that is really cold. So, we're not going to get quite down to that. But you know what? If you get bundled up, there you go.
And all the machines have heated thumb warmers, heated hand grips. You get blowback heat on your feet, so
I saw that once. I saw the whole heated hand stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was really kind of a neat thing. So
it is.
Well, that's great. Well, Tom, thanks so much for coming down. Now, if somebody wants some more information, what should they do?
They can give Rachel a shout there in the office. She takes care of everything for us there at 1-877-508-SNOW.
And of course, now you're online too. Are you online?
We are online. You can look
too.
us up on the website, see everything we have to offer. We have some specials online. Take advantage of those.
Well, there you go. And say hi to, I know Rachel, so you can say hi to Rachel. Hi, Rachel. And have a great time. So right in Bartlett Village.
Right in Bartlett Village.
Tom, thanks so much.
We have a bunch of guys waiting to get you out there and enjoy the country.
What are your hours, actually? That's probably a good question. What's the earliest you can go out?
Our first tour starts at 9 a.m.
Awesome.
9
so there's
a.m.
time to do it today?
There is. There sure is.
Great. Tom, thanks so much.
Thank you for having us.
We'll talk to you soon. And we'll be